Hi everybody. I'm still in Fort Worth, just sitting in a Walmart parking lot. Thought I'd go ahead and finish up with this video. I got a little bit of a winter cold starting. My throat is sore just from the heaters and stuff coming on. A cold front blew through last night. Very windy, very cold. Well, cold for Texas. But you know, you get a sore throat and you think, oh no, do I have COVID? You know, it's just a winter cold. But I have enjoyed cooking for my family. Seems like I make a Walmart run every other day. That's one of the things, you know, that you give up some things to live in your van and you gain some things. And so to me, it evens out. But when I come home, I really enjoy using her kitchen, her oven. You know, today I'm going to make a carrot cake and some, and probably some gumbo since it's gotten cold. But anyway, I digress. Still going back in time, and when I was first in my van in 2019, I actually took a travel assignment to San Francisco, and I spent 5 months there. Was great the first 3.5 months, and then we went into a lockdown situation, and the streets were totally empty except for the homeless. And you know, I'm not against homeless, but a lot of them are just, you know, they just want to party and they just don't want to be in mainstream society, and they've used so many drugs that their mind just isn't right. So I had to be out there because I was one of the necessary. That's the word I'm looking for. I was one of the necessary ones. I even carried a note from, you know, they handed out notes at the hospital from the police department in case I got pulled over. I could actually show them that I was one of the ones who could be out on the street. The streets were totally empty except for the homeless. And I had a really nice place I lived in, but when we went into lockdown, I was asked to leave. She said because she was going to move her mother in there, but I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that I was a hospital employee. But you know, the fear was at like an all-time high. But yeah, so this one is also back in time, and so it's pre-COVID, you know, how much I loved it, and then it's post-COVID when we went into a lockdown situation. I think we locked down in the middle of March, and I retired at the end of April. So for 6 weeks I was in kind of a weird situation. I actually parked my van in a lot in a different part of town that was locked up with gates around it and stuff because I was fearful of my van more than I was fearful of myself. But that's that. So let's roll it. Thanks for coming along. It is November, a little bit before Thanksgiving, and I left Fort Worth a couple of hours ago, and I am making my way to San Francisco. There's a storm coming through. I was going to go north up to Flagstaff, but if I go that way, I'm going to take a risk of running into some bad storms. So I'm going to have to change my route and go further south, and hopefully I will skirt around the storm. I have to be there by the 9th, or I'm sorry, by the 2nd. That's when I start my new travel job in San Francisco. But kind of excited to be on the road, and I'm kind of excited about this trip. I'm in the middle of New Mexico. It's the day before Thanksgiving. I'm kind of heading towards Flagstaff, but I've rerouted myself down more towards Phoenix because, as you can see, there's snow on the ground. I'll be sleeping in that. I slept last night just outside of Albuquerque in a hospital parking lot, really comfortable place to sleep, and I felt pretty safe. And it got down into the 20s, and I stayed pretty okay. I had my, I've insulated the van. I've got, warm clothes, warm blankets, a little heater, so I was good. But for it to get down into the teens, and I don't think I want to deal with that. So I've rerouted myself down towards Phoenix, which is going to be in the 40s and 50s, just below the storm that's coming in.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And
Morning. There is a dusting of snow on everything, so everything looks white and pure and clean. There's mountains in the distance that are covered with snow. I'm in Southern California. I thought that Southern California would be sunny, but it is not today. But this is really quite beautiful.
you can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
This is what I'm in today. This is California. The first I have hit any snow, and it is horrible. I'm up in the mountainous regions, down to one little lane. Visibility isn't that good. I mean, it was beautiful coming in, and I'm sure once I get to the other side, it's probably going to be all sunny, but I got to get to the other side first. So here I am, California, snowstorm. Who would have thought it? Check out the train going through the tunnel over there. That's cool. Isn't this pretty? It's gotten a little bit better on this side of the mountain. The other side of the mountain, it was pretty much a blizzard. I mean, I pulled over into a Love's truck stop and just sat it out for a little while. Now that I've gotten over the top pass and we've come down again, this is really nice. I mean, the road is pretty okay, and yeah, it's beautiful. But I just never would have thought this in Southern California. I thought once we hit California, we were pretty much in the clear. Shows how much I know. San Francisco, so much fun. Down here, going to go to the ferry building today. So I could have taken the bus, but I decided I'm going to just walk along the shore here up to my next destination. It's only about 40 minutes. I can do that. go home or to not go home. The sun is going down, the lights are coming out. Pretty fabulous. I don't know. This city is just magical. My neighborhood is waking up. It's early morning. Look at the sidewalk I walk on. I mean, we still got trees dropping leaves like it's fall. Look at the architecture here. Isn't this fantastic? And then right down here, just a little, one block down from my place. Hello everybody. I am back in my van. I haven't been in my van for about 2 weeks. I've been living at a home and working in San Francisco, but it's New Year's Eve 2019 and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get in my van. I'm going to drive across the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm going to go see Sausalito. I plan on spending maybe the night in the van because I miss it. That's strange. I miss it. I'm very comfortable in my van. I'm very, very comfortable. So look at all the people. Beautiful out here, but my goodness. Look at all the people. I'm going to shoot it the other way. This is really crazy. But you know, it's kind of symbolic. It's such a cool bridge and it's such a national, you know, landmark that everybody knows. Everybody knows the Golden Gate Bridge is at San Francisco. So it's almost like I'm leaving 2019 and I'm entering 2020. 2019 was a really strange year. My baby sister passed away in April. So we started out New Year's Day knowing that she was most likely going to pass in 2019. Okay, so I've come down quite a ways, but you know, the traffic was just too crazy and too curvy to stop and take anything. But this is Sausalito. Isn't this amazing? Absolutely stunning. Sunrise, Sausalito, January 1st, 2020. This is where I slept last night. There he is. This is my favorite little town that I found up here by San Francisco. And it was good to get out of the city. Isn't that beautiful? I come from a harbor town, so this is really nice.
And now they're both dwarfed by
Good morning, everybody. Beautiful day in San Francisco. I think I'm going to go to a place called Coit Tower. It's a place where you can have 360-degree views of San Francisco. The famous murals of Coit Tower. They're all the way around. Fabulous. Look at that. Something? Oh, go ahead.